For 30 years, a Michigan resident believed that a peculiar rock-like object he discovered in a smoking hole on his property was nothing more than a large, worthless stone. He had been using it as a doorstop for his backyard shed, but in 2018, after a meteor shower in Michigan, he began to wonder if it might be a meteorite. Upon seeking an expert opinion, he learned that this ordinary-looking rock had a remarkable origin. The farmer who had originally found it claimed to have seen the rock fall from the night sky as a child in the 1930s. Over the years, the farmer had used it as a doorstop, but it continued to fascinate those who saw it. Upon examination by experts, including Dr. Monasescu, a geology professor, and analysis through X-ray fluorescence, it was determined that the stone was, in fact, a meteorite. Weighing over 22 pounds, this meteorite, now known as the Etmore meteorite, was the sixth largest space rock of its kind to be found in Michigan. Dr. Sescu estimated that the meteorite could be worth up to $100,000 at auction due to its rarity and composition. The farmer had two options: to sell it to a museum or to a private collector looking to profit. Regardless of the choice, the farmer pledged to donate 10% of the sale proceeds to Central Michigan University to support geological studies. This extraordinary discovery exemplifies the value of space rocks and the scientific insight they provide. The meteorite's origins traced back to the Apollo 14 mission in 1971, when astronauts Alan Shepard, Edgar Mitchell, and Stuart Roosa collected moon rocks. These lunar rocks have since played a crucial role in advancing scientific understanding, both on Earth and beyond. Decades later, after NASA lent this peculiar moon rock to Curtin University in Australia, Professor Alexander Nin made a surprising discovery in 2018. Among the hundreds of lunar rocks, this particular rock stood out for a remarkable reason. It contained minerals not typically found on the moon, but rather common on Earth. Specifically, it contained granite, a terrestrial mineral uncommon on the moon. Even more astonishing was the presence of quartz, a highly unusual find on the moon. The rock also held zircon, which exhibited a chemical composition distinct from any other lunar zircon grain analyzed, but strikingly similar to Earth's zircon. This presented a perplexing puzzle for Professor Nin and his team. How did a rock with clear Earth-like mineral content find its way to the moon? The scientists theorized that this rock's story began about 4 billion years ago, when Earth was still in its infancy. During this time, the Earth experienced heavy asteroid impacts, some of which ejected fragments of Earth's surface into space. The moon, which was much closer to Earth back then than it is today, acted as a recipient for these terrestrial materials. This provided a plausible explanation for the rock's formation under Earth-like conditions. An alternative theory suggested that conditions on the moon billions of years ago might have been quite different from what they are today, allowing such a rock to form. However, the asteroid catapult theory appeared more reasonable to Professor Nin and his team. This discovery had a profound impact, shedding light on the history of both Earth and the moon, and the intense meteoritic bombardment that shaped our planet. By revealing the presence of terrestrial minerals on the moon, it expanded our understanding of Earth's early history and its relationship with our celestial neighbor. Coincidentally, a few years before the Apollo 14 mission, astronaut Gordon Cooper played a role in another discovery from space that reshaped our historical perspective. In 1959, NASA invited Cooper to Washington, D.C. as a potential candidate for the Mercury project, which aimed to place a man in Earth's orbit and safely return them. Cooper was eventually selected for the program, embarking on missions that were integral to our understanding of space exploration and history. Gordon Cooper's mission, initially designed for solo survival and the study of zero gravity's effects on the human body, started as a publicized space venture. On May 15 to 16, Cooper achieved a significant milestone by orbiting Earth for nearly 34 hours, even becoming the first astronaut to sleep in space. However, a perilous situation arose when the automatic piloting system malfunctioned as Cooper's spacecraft, Faith 7, returned to Earth. Despite this critical situation, Cooper, an experienced pilot, remained calm and took control of the spacecraft, expertly guiding it into a perfect landing on an awaiting aircraft carrier. His mission seemed complete, but Cooper had a secret objective beyond public knowledge. He was tasked with taking pictures and analyzing magnetic aberrations on Earth's surface, with a covert purpose of searching for Soviet nuclear bases or submarines off the U.S. coast. During this reconnaissance mission, Cooper detected numerous anomalies near the Caribbean. These anomalies were too small to be nuclear sites, leaving him baffled about their nature. Surprisingly, he never reported these anomalies to NASA or the Department of Defense. Instead, he decided to conduct his own private investigation. After returning to Earth safely, Cooper began studying the anomalies. He noticed that they clustered around ancient trading routes heavily traveled by Spanish ships. This observation led him to consider the possibility of centuries-old shipwrecks. Cooper delved into research on historical shipwrecks and eventually became confident that he had indeed documented some of them from space. Cooper's career continued with remarkable achievements, including spending 190 hours in space during the Gemini 5 mission. However, as he grew older and faced Parkinson's disease, he didn't want his secret discovery to go to waste. He enlisted the help of his friend, Daryl Miklos, an experienced explorer with a background in hunting for rocket ship debris. Cooper passed away in 2004, but he entrusted Miklos with his map and the task of investigating his findings. Miklos, believing in Cooper's account, took up the mission with determination. With Cooper's treasure map in hand, Miklos and his crew embarked on expeditions to explore locations indicated on the map. Using deep-sea diving equipment, they surveyed the ocean floor, hoping to find evidence of shipwrecks. Their efforts paid off when they discovered a massive anchor dating back to the time of Christopher Columbus, confirming the historical significance of the artifacts they were uncovering. By mid-2017, Miklos and his team had explored 5 of the locations on Cooper's map, all of which yielded evidence of shipwrecks. While hundreds of points on the map remain unexplored, the investigation revealed the potential for valuable historical treasures hidden beneath the sea. Miklos expressed his commitment to continue the search, inspired by Cooper's voice in the back of his mind, guiding him on the right trail. Gordon Cooper's secret discovery, which he could not fully explore during his lifetime, was finally being unveiled, paying homage to the Oklahoma boy who reached for the stars. The effort was documented in the 2017 TV show Cooper's Treasure, and the hunt for more hidden treasures continues. Subscribe and press the bell icon for regular updates.